And welcome to the Bible practice that we've been doing each day. This is number 8, I believe it is. And my name is Mike, and it's I'm sitting here with Jesus, and we had a nice dinner tonight. Every Wednesday we put on a dinner, and we didn't have too many people, but we had a few. We had hot dogs and beans, pretty standard, easy meal to make, and people enjoyed it. And then we had a Bible study, and since Mark couldn't be here, and he's on vacation with his wife, he'll be back tomorrow. And the person that was sitting in for Mark couldn't be here tonight because he has a new job, and so he had other obligations. So I got to, teach the Bible study tonight. Not that I'm a scholar in the Bible, but we were in John, and we were talking tonight about where Jesus, in chapter 9, where Jesus heals the man that was blind from birth. And we read through that section, and then we went back, and it was interesting because the story kind of went along with lately in this what I call as Bible practice. It's not just having the knowledge of the Bible, but putting into practice the knowledge that the Bible gives us. And it was very interesting because I've been kind of saying that we've been taking the phrase "be still and know that I am God," and told the people that in the building here that come to the Bible studies were not they were to go find that in the Bible. But I wasn't going to tell them where, and they had to figure it out themselves. And so they had to put forth an effort. And one of them that had technology, she had a tablet. She eventually found it through the tablet. And then she called one of the others and shared it. So that's how the other one found it, who isn't technology savvy. So there's two. That's how it works together between believers, helping each other. This is what Jesus wants us to do. That's a true discipleship, I believe. But anyway, we were going back over the story, and because I've been telling people that it's one thing to have the knowledge of the Bible. A lot of knowledge to get out of it. But if you don't take that knowledge and put it into practice, actual practice in your life, then really the knowledge hasn't done you any good, and just wouldn't be any value to you. Be great stuff to know. You could probably answer any quiz question in any quiz show, but did you actually use it in your life? That's the important part. But in this story, Jesus kind of told us that, and it made me feel good because I've been telling people they have to actually go out and do something. They have to. There's a phrase in the Bible also: all those with ears, let them hear; eyes, let them see. Well, if you see something, the only way you're going to solve it is by doing something. So in this story was Jesus came across the man with that was blind from birth. Now Jesus knew he was blind from birth because Jesus' Father created him. Okay? And Jesus' Father put the man in Jesus' path while he was here on earth so that the man could be used to glorify the Father. Now Jesus knew this, but his disciples didn't know this. So they asked, they figured, well, this man is blind because somebody sinned. Either he sinned or his parents sinned, or, so God is holding this against him. And Jesus said, neither the parents nor this man sinned. That he was blind because he was going to be used to glorify God. And so then Jesus knelt down, So stooped down, spit in his hand, got some dirt, made a little paste, went over to the man, who probably was like, what's this guy doing, you know? And he put the paste over the eye, on the eyes. So, I mean, when you put the mud on the eyes, he couldn't, his eyes were closed anyway because he couldn't see. He'd been that way since birth. And we don't know how old he was, but I assume he wasn't 5 years old. He was older. And then Jesus said, now go and go to the pool named Siloam, which is sent, and wash there. So the man, now it didn't say it's 20 feet down the road. Who knows where it's at? Didn't tell you. But it was somewhere he had to go. It wasn't right there. So he had to go and do it. Now see, there's the action. All Jesus did was put the paste on the man's eyes. He didn't say, now this is going to give you sight. He didn't say that to him. His command to the man was just go and wash. So the man followed Jesus' command or direction. And by doing so, regained his sight. So it goes along with, if we take the knowledge that the Bible gives us and actually practice it, maybe we'll mess up a few times, maybe we'll miss practicing some, so the Father will put more situations in our life, since He controls everything. He'll just put some more situations in our life that'll help us practice what the knowledge that the Bible gives us, so that it can become an integral part of our spirit. And once that happens, then we don't have to worry about those situations, because our spirits will automatically do what pleases God. So this was a great, you don't need to read 1,000 pages in the Bible. You just take a few lines. Some say that, well, you got to read it in context and all the other stuff, but I think it's simpler than that. Just like the word, be still and know that I am God. I've been using that all week. And it's helped me in some situations where I would have said something, but in my mind, silently, in my head, I'm going, be still and know that I am God, be still. And then I realized, because I was saying that, I didn't say what I would have wanted to say in the situation, and therefore, it helped me. So I immediately had to say thank you to Jesus. He's helping me. He'll help you. And then other people will see Him helping you. Right, Lord? He's right here. He's right, probably standing right here. You can see Him. We don't see Him. Spiritually, He's here. But if He becomes His will, you will see Him. Some have in this world, because it was needed in that situation for that person to become the kind of believer that the Lord needs them to be. Praise God. Great stuff. And too many don't see it. I talked to my brother Anthony last night after the show. It was great. It's almost like a rocket ship to happiness. Spiritual happiness. Just talking to him. Because he sees what I'm saying and I see what he's saying. Because it's our spirits talking to the Lord. And the Lord's talking to the spirits, and the spirits talking to us. That's a blessing in this world, I'll tell you. I don't know if any of you, if other people watching this have that with other people, but if you do, you got a real. You hit the big Powerball. Everybody's playing it. Over $1 billion. Oh, jeez. I'm almost beginning to. I would start feeling sorry for the people who win it. Oh my God. I don't know. Maybe the Lord will have somebody that just does a lot of good with the money instead of letting the money do a lot of evil. But God knows who's, or He already knows who's going to win. So I don't have to worry about that either. All you got to worry about, if you had to worry, was, are you spending time with Jesus? Did you spend any time with Him today? Did you talk about Him? Did you think about Him? I'm spending the rest of the year singing happy birthday to Him every day. So one of the days, I got to hit His birthday. Because we don't really know what day He was born on. The world celebrates it on December 25th. But no one's really 100% sure. Just like a lot of the things in the Bible, there's, who wrote the book of Genesis? Even the greatest Bible scholars that the world has alive or passed on, no one really knows. There's a lot of possibilities. If you open the Bible in front of them and say that Moses wrote it, but they don't know that either. Although Moses was in direct contact, whoever wrote it was in direct contact with God, for sure. Some say it was Adam himself, because he was created by God, so his mind was fully developed. He didn't have to go through childhood. Because God already brought the animals and all the creation to him to name. So he would have had to have a vocabulary. So he could have written it. Genesis, interesting book. Interesting. A lot of stuff. Great stuff. There's more to the Bible than people have come across. Such a profound book. And if you sit and let the Spirit teach you, that's the whole thing. Man sometimes is trying to teach himself. The Spirit's got to teach him. It's like Jesus said, you could be born of the Spirit. The Spirit has to be your birth. Not you don't choose your own. You can choose it, but then the Spirit has to approve it. So, all right, everybody have a great day. I'm gonna have some more graham crackers and some coffee, and I've already sung Happy Birthday to Jesus. I got my Christmas tree still up. I'm gonna leave it up all year. It helps. Every time I look at it, I think of Jesus. So I sing Happy Birthday. Works for me. Hey. Well, Brother Anthony, I hope you wrote $1 million song last night. And you got to share it with me now. We already hit the jackpot, brother. We hit the $1 quadrillion jackpot. Oh well. The world doesn't see it, but that's okay. They didn't see it back then either. Have a great day. Remember, take some time for the Lord. Try to take just a little bit of time, and the next day take a little more, and then a little more, until you're spending your whole day with Him. No better person in the whole universe, creation itself, to spend time with than Jesus. I'll be back tomorrow, God willing. Peace. Bye-bye.